Hi there guys, welcome to Such Is Life, a channel dedicated to exploring the mysteries and complexities of life and philosophy revolving around it. On this channel, we will delve into a variety of topics related to life and how we live it, including personal growth, relationships, and the search for meaning and purpose. Whether you are a seasoned philosopher or just starting to think about the big questions in life, we hope you will join us on this journey of discovery and self-exploration. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the mysteries of life together. In today's video we explore the age-old question of the concept of death and why it is even in place. Do we know for sure whether it is truly the end of it all? What do AI think of death and whether it could provide an alternative akin to a digital immortality to humans? So much to ponder with so little time. So let's start by breaking down some key components of the discussion. Death, the cessation of all biological functions that sustain a living being, has been a topic of much contemplation throughout human history. Philosophers such as Plato and Aristotle have written extensively on the subject, examining it from both a metaphysical and ethical perspective. Similarly, religious and spiritual belief systems have provided a belief in an afterlife and a continuation of the soul. Science, on the other hand, has approached the subject from a biological and cognitive perspective, attempting to understand the physical processes that occur at the point of death. From a philosophical standpoint, Plato in his work Phaedo argues that death is a separation of the soul from the body and that the soul is immortal and continues to exist after death. This belief in the immortality of the soul is also a common theme in many religious and spiritual belief systems. In ancient Egyptian religion, for instance, it was believed that the soul would continue to exist in an afterlife and would be judged based on their actions in life. In Christianity, death is viewed as a transition from this life to an afterlife, where the soul continues to exist. The belief in an afterlife is a central concept in Christianity, and it is understood that the soul is immortal and will continue to exist after the death of the body. For Hindus, on the other hand, death is seen as a natural part of the cycle of reincarnation. Hindus believe in the concept of karma, which states that the actions and thoughts of an individual in one lifetime will determine their fate in their next lifetime. Death is seen as a transition from one form of existence to another, and the ultimate goal is to achieve liberation from the cycle of reincarnation and attain spiritual enlightenment. Buddhism, much in the same vein, also teaches that death is a natural part of the cycle of reincarnation. They believe that death is a separation of the mind or consciousness from the physical body and that the mind is reborn in another body, either in this world or in another realm. The ultimate goal in Buddhism is to achieve enlightenment and liberation from the cycle of rebirth, called nirvana. For Muslims, death is considered to be a test from God and a transition from this life to the afterlife. Muslims believe in the soul's survival after death, and that each person will be judged by God according to their deeds in life. They also believe in the afterlife, which is divided into paradise and hell, where one's soul will be sent to after death. While there are some differences from a religious standpoint on each of their unique views of death and afterlife, in general, they all consider death as a transition of some form, whether it be a journey to the afterlife, the next reincarnation, or the attainment of enlightenment. From a scientific biological perspective, however, death serves several important functions in the natural world. For example, it helps to control population sizes and maintain a balance between the number of organisms and the resources available to support them. Additionally, death also allows for the continuous cycle of life, where organisms that die provide the necessary nutrients for new organisms to grow and thrive. From an evolutionary point of view, death is a necessary part of the process of natural selection, allowing for the survival of the fittest organisms. Death from a biological standpoint is also seen as the great equalizer because it is an inevitability that affects all living beings. Regardless of one's station in life, wealth, or status, death will come for us all. In this sense, death is a reminder of our shared humanity and the temporary nature of our existence. This concept was famously expounded by Epicurus, who argued that the fear of death is groundless since death is neither good nor bad, but simply the end of our experience. To conclude, religious and scientific views on the subject are often fundamentally different and incompatible. While religious and spiritual belief systems hold that death is not the end, but rather the beginning of an afterlife, there is no scientific evidence to support this claim, and the majority of scientists believe that death is the permanent cessation of consciousness and bodily functions. From a cognitive perspective, death marks the end of an individual's experience of the world and the end of their subjective perception. In recent times, with the advancements in artificial intelligence, the question of how the concept of death applies to AI systems is being increasingly discussed, and it is still not clear if AI can be deemed to be truly alive and thus capable of dying. Also, the idea of digital immortality, where human consciousness is uploaded into a digital form, is still in the realm of science fiction and faces significant technical and philosophical challenges that must be addressed before it can become a reality. Some researchers have proposed the idea of uploading human consciousness into a digital form, allowing a person to continue to exist in a virtual world after their biological body has died. However, this idea faces a number of significant technical and philosophical challenges, including the problem of consciousness and the question of personal identity. The concept of digital immortality also raises ethical concerns regarding the nature of life and the definition of death. One of the main challenges in mind uploading is understanding the nature of consciousness and how it emerges from the physical brain. The brain is a highly complex organ, and scientists are still working to understand how its various regions and networks give rise to different aspects of cognition and consciousness. Moreover, currently, we don't have the technology to scan the brain in such a way to capture the fine-grained details of neural connections and the contents of memories that would be necessary to recreate a human mind. Several notable researchers and organizations have explored this area of research. The 2045 Initiative, for example, is a non-profit organization founded by Russian entrepreneur Dmitry Itskov, who aims to achieve digital immortality by 2045. They propose using advanced brain-computer interfaces to transfer an individual's mind from the biological body to a digital form, first by uploading a mind to a robot and eventually, to a computer. However, even if a full and complete brain scan was possible, we still don't have the computing power and the knowledge about how to simulate, run and preserve a human mind in a digital form. Additionally, the concept raises important philosophical questions about personal identity and consciousness. So what can we conclude from this discussion? Death, as it seems, is an inevitable part of life that has been contemplated by many throughout history from different perspectives. It serves important functions in the natural world and serves as a reminder of our shared humanity and the temporary nature of our existence. Understanding death and its implications can help us to appreciate the fragility and preciousness of life, and to live our lives in a meaningful way. Death may be the end of our physical being, but it also can be seen as an opportunity for growth, learning, and self-discovery. In the face of our own mortality, we are reminded to make the most of the time we have and to leave a positive impact in the world. So there you go, folks. Thanks for joining us on Such Is Life channel for this brief thought experiment. We hope that you have enjoyed exploring the mysteries and complexities of life and philosophy with us. Remember, life is a journey of self-discovery and personal growth, and there is always more to learn and discover. We encourage you to continue thinking deeply about the big questions in life and to seek out new experiences and perspectives that can help you to grow and evolve. We look forward to sharing more insights and ideas with you on future episodes of Such Is Life. If you like the content, we would love to hear your comments below, and remember to have a healthy discussion so we all can benefit together. We would appreciate it if you could share, like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell to be updated with our upcoming thought-provoking discussions on this channel. Until next time, take care and keep exploring the mysteries of life.